Hello, my name is Duane Cyrus, and I'm an associate professor in the dance department in the School of Music, Theater, and Dance here at UNC Greensboro. I've been a Coleman Fellow since about 2010, and I teach in the dance department, of course, performing arts courses that help students build skills as performers, as choreographers, as writers of dance, as speakers of dance. But I also teach cross-listed courses that help the students develop skills that will sustain their careers after graduation. Entrepreneurship is a very important skill that any dance artist needs to cultivate. So as a Coleman Fellow, I proposed to revise a course that was called Dance Administration and revise it to a course that is called Career Strategies for Artists. So that is Dance 455 and cross-listed with ENT or Entrepreneurship 455. And in that course, students are practicing career-sustaining skills that help them support their careers after graduation. They learn speaking-intensive entrepreneurship skills. They build a portfolio of basic career tools that will support them throughout their career. They also practice strategic career and business planning, and they work collaboratively on projects. What you see down here at the bottom are examples of student portfolios. Those portfolios include branding, examples of branding themselves as independent artists, bio, resume, cover letter, examples, work samples, examples of their work. And so the students get a very comprehensive experience as artist entrepreneurs. So this course was revised about 5 years ago from a dance-focused course to a more comprehensive course that is useful to all performing artists. So now that we are a school of music, theater, and dance, and soon to be a college that will also include the visual arts, the course now has components and learning outcomes that are usable to any artist in the field. It's an increased relevancy for early career goals. So the students are not necessarily practicing a business plan, but they're understanding the components that are needed in order to launch their business, whether they are an independent artist, a studio owner, or a contracted musician, dancer, or actor. I want to talk a little bit about the learning outcomes for this course. Students produce professional level career-related documents. They define in writing their own artwork and career goals. They work with me under my advisement to identify opportunities in the performing arts that can lead to a sustainable career or business. They practice articulating or speaking individual career goals related to their ideas as artists. So some examples would be elevator pitch or group project presentations. They practice project development, so they learn how to collaborate and work in teams to develop, build, and present a creative idea. At the end of the semester, the students present this project together, and they speak it, and they have an opportunity to film and assess their product. Creativity drives innovation, and innovation drives business and entrepreneurship, and that is the same for the performing arts. So as creative artists, I believe that our students already have a leg up. The Coleman funds have been very useful in providing resources to bring to the students so that they could do things like the Entrepreneurship in the Arts Fair that was conducted by students in 2014, where they presented their group projects in our university center. The final projects that the students present allow them to analyze their industry, practice promotion and marketing, and they again are using different modes of presentation: verbal communication, critical discussion, writing, as well as group collaboration. Another example of how entrepreneurship is brought into the class is we bring in professionals regularly. So the Coleman funds have also helped to support bringing in professional guests. For example, Jody Nimerichter, who is the director of American Dance Festival, Tom Fillion, who is the CEO of Arts Greensboro, and a range of professional artists have come to speak to the students in Dance, ENT 455, Career Strategies for Artists, to speak to them about their careers and the skills that they need to have in order to make it in the job market. A mock audition is something also that is part of the experience for ENT 455. So I've expanded that mock audition so it's not just a dance audition, but it's an acting audition for the actors. It's also a music audition for the musicians. And so the students have to speak in that audition. They do something that's called slating, which is what any performing artist has to do at an audition. Come up and speak about who they are, where they're from, and what skills they have to offer prior to actually delivering their performing art discipline. Think tank is another very important area in career strategies for artists because they're learning how to critically engage. We have regular article readings, and the students are learning how to engage critically over topics that are current in the field of performing art. So I think that is the majority of what I want to say, but I continue to tweak the course. It is a living curriculum, so it's not something that stays stagnant. I make sure that the students are reading what is current in terms of entrepreneurship and what is current in terms of their field or their discipline. So we often have to take texts that are focused on entrepreneurship and business and sometimes translate them because the language doesn't always match for the performing arts. Our field is unique. But the Coleman Funds, once again, have been very useful in allowing me to attend conferences like the USASB conference, the CEO conference in Chicago, the experiential classroom. All of those experiences for me as an educator have been able to translate those directly to the classroom for the student learning. So thanks to Coleman Foundation.